Assalamu alaikum. Let's jump right into introducing our final year project, EyeSee. EyeSee will be a revolutionary new tool in the arsenal of optometric and ophthalmological technology. EyeSee will serve as a one-stop solution to all fundamental eye care for every individual with a smartphone and internet access.
EyeSee greets the user with a splash screen, and for the first-time user, it takes the user to the onboarding screens, which eventually take the user to the sign-in screen, and if he or she wants to sign up, he or she can. Otherwise, he or she can sign in through the credentials or use Google Sign-In. This is implemented through the code shown on the left, including auth_service.dart and firestore_user_services.dart file in the code.
Diagnostics can be done either from taking images through camera or selecting images from gallery. The application sends the image to the server, which runs the image through the deep learning model and predicts the disease. The report can be saved, and can be shared through any application available on phone. The model can detect if the picture is of closed eye or if the picture is not of eye at all. Another deep learning model detects any possible diseases in Fundus as well. Fundus reports can be saved and shared, similarly as disease reports. This deep learning model too can detect if the images is of fundus, or of something else, and gives an error, if latter. Similar to disease and fundus analysis, two different deep learning models can also detect possible facial disorder and infections in the eye. EyeSee offers 4 different types of vision tests. The user goes through the tests by interacting with the app, and EyeSee displays the results to the user, which too can be saved and kept history of.
The EyeSee application also consists of a virtual assistant. The virtual assistant helps in understanding EyeSee, answers user queries, and can also navigate the user if he or she wants to a specific screen. The virtual assistant can be talked to using a threaded-like interface or can also be talked to through speech.
The virtual assistant can also communicate with the user via speech, as shown in the following recording. Please navigate me to the community screen.
Navigating you to the community.
A user of an IC can set two types of reminders. They can either be one-time reminders, for example, a doctor's appointment, or visiting a specific ophthalmologist or an optometrist. Otherwise, the user can also set recurring reminders, for example, if it's an eye drop that a user has to take or a medicine that the doctor has prescribed and user has to take. The reminder is scheduled on the operating system, hence they notify even when the application is off or even not working in the background. The reminders can then be modified, added, or even deleted.
The reminders or notifications can be tested through tapping on Show button.
Within the EyeSee community, users will be able to browse different posts made by other users, filter posts according to their tags, make new posts, answer to posts, and like and dislike answers. As shown in the recording, for example, if the user wishes to filter posts by reminders or questions, he or she can do so by going to the Tags panel. If the user selects a post, he or she can browse the answers, vote on answers, and even add a response of their own. Here is the code that implements the community forum. It includes Firestore answer services, question services, and user services.
The user profile includes the user's symptoms coverage and user's test history. EyeSee also provides biometric authentication. The user can turn on fingerprint or facial recognition, depending on the device. Every user has his or her own profile and diagnosis history, as well as symptoms. EyeSee can show nearby hospitals, optometrists in a map specifically curated for the application. The red marker shows the location of the user, whereas the white markers show all of the nearby hospitals and optometrists. The red call button can be used to directly dial an emergency number. Any hospital can directly called on its given number from within the application. Directions to any selected hospital can also be sought from within the application.